TSA just banned a common travel item, and you won't believe what it is. Imagine showing up at the airport and suddenly being told your bag is banned. That's happening right now. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which new TSA rules could get you stopped at security, and how to avoid them. And there's one banned item that's catching everyone by surprise. We'll reveal it at the end. Before we start, hit that subscribe button so you never miss the latest TSA updates. Okay, this next one is straight out of a dystopian future novel. You know how there's always that mad rush at the gate when they start boarding? Everyone crowds around trying to cut in line. It's chaos. Well, American Airlines has decided to take matters into their own hands. They've implemented this new system, and it's basically public shaming for impatient passengers. Seriously, it's like something out of Black Mirror. If you try to scan your boarding pass before your group is called, an alarm goes off. Not just any alarm, a loud, obnoxious alarm. But wait, it gets worse. A giant screen at the gate then displays a message for everyone to see, announcing that you tried to board early. Talk about embarrassing. Then, to add insult to injury, they make you walk all the way back to the end of the line in front of everyone. I'm not sure if it's hilarious or terrifying, but one thing's for sure, it's definitely effective. Word on the street is that other airlines are watching this closely, and they might be rolling out similar systems soon. So next time you're at the gate, resist the urge to be that person. Chill out, wait your turn, and save yourself the public humiliation. Trust me, it's not worth it. Breaking news, going barefoot on a plane could now get you kicked off your flight. Sounds ridiculous? Well, airlines aren't playing around anymore. We've all seen it. Someone kicks off their shoes, stretches out, and lets their toes roam free. But those days, over. Major airlines, American, United, Delta, they're all enforcing strict footwear rules. Shoes on at all times, no exceptions. Why? Because airplanes are basically flying petri dishes. A 5-minute cleanup between flights? That barely scratches the surface. And don't even get me started on the bathrooms. If you think walking barefoot is harmless, you're stepping into a bacteria breeding ground, literally. Now imagine an emergency. You need to evacuate fast. But barefoot? You're stepping on broken glass, scorching hot tarmac, and who knows what else. Airlines aren't joking. Show up at the gate barefoot, you might not be boarding. Take your shoes off mid-flight, you could face serious consequences. So do yourself a favor. Pack socks, bring slippers, do what you gotta do. Just keep those feet covered. Listen up, pet lovers. Bad news is coming. I love dogs, I really do. But guess what? Your furry friend just lost their VIP pass to the skies. For years, people have been gaming the system, using emotional support animal loopholes to fly their oversized pets for free. Well, those days are over. The TSA just dropped the hammer on emotional support animals. No more free rides, no more excuses. From now on, only trained service dogs are allowed in the cabin without a fee. Every major airline, Delta, American, United, they're all on board with this crackdown. That means your emotional support peacock, your oversized emotional support Great Dane, your emotional support goat, yeah, they're officially banned. And before you say it, I know your pet is special. Your pet is part of the family. But if your pet doesn't meet the very strict service animal training requirements, then guess what? They're flying cargo or they're staying home. They gotta travel in an airline-approved carrier, and it better fit under the seat in front of you. No exceptions. People have been trying to get away with some crazy stuff. I'm talking peacocks, pigs, even a miniature horse. Can you imagine the chaos, the smell? This isn't a petting zoo, it's an airplane. And then there was this one case, and this is no joke. A passenger tried to sneak a 4-foot boa constrictor through TSA in their carry-on bag. These new rules are here to protect everyone. The passengers, the airline staff, everyone. So next time you're booking a flight, remember, unless you've got a certified service dog, be prepared to pay for your pet's ticket or find another way to get them where they need to go. This next rule is a big one, and it's coming up fast. For the longest time, you could fly domestically in the US with an expired driver's license. Not ideal, but it worked. Well, those days are officially numbered. Mark your calendars, people, because starting May 7, 2025, everything changes. From that day forward, if you're flying within the United States, you need to have a valid, non-expired, real ID-compliant license. What's a real ID? It's like a driver's license on steroids. It's got this fancy gold star in the upper right corner. No gold star, no flying. It's that simple. Now, if your ID doesn't have that magical gold star, don't panic just yet. The TSA will still accept your passport or other government-issued identification. But let's be real. Who wants to lug their passport around for a domestic flight? Do yourself a favor. Go check your ID right now. Seriously, pause the video. Go look at it. If it doesn't have that gold star, you need to make an appointment to get it updated, like yesterday. Don't wait until the last minute, because you know how these things go. All right, let's talk about something we can all get behind. Getting our money back. We've all been there, right? Your flight gets canceled. You're stuck dealing with airline customer service, waiting on hold for hours, only to be offered a voucher instead of a refund. It's a nightmare. Well, good news, everyone. The U.S. Department of Transportation has finally heard our cries for help. They've implemented new regulations, and these regulations are a game changer. Starting in 2024, airlines are required to issue automatic refunds for canceled flights. That's right, automatic. No more arguing with customer service, no more begging for your money back. If your flight is canceled or significantly delayed, they have to give you a refund. And it gets better. They have to process the refund back to your original payment method within 7 days for credit card payments and within 20 days for cash or check payments. Oh, and it gets even better than that. They also have to refund any additional fees you paid for services you didn't receive. Seat upgrades, baggage fees, the whole shebang. This is a huge win for passengers everywhere. So next time an airline tries to pull a fast one and offer you a voucher for a canceled flight, you tell them to check the rule book. You are entitled to a full automatic refund, and don't let them tell you otherwise. All right, this last one is a bit of a wild card. These items aren't officially banned yet, but the writing's on the wall, people. Airlines are starting to crack down, and it's only a matter of time before they pull the trigger. First up, we've got single-use plastics. Airlines are finally starting to realize that maybe, just maybe, dumping tons of plastic waste into the environment isn't the best look. Southwest Airlines is already leading the charge, ditching plastic stir sticks and cups. They've already cut over 1.5 million pounds of plastic waste annually, and other airlines are starting to follow suit. Next up, we've got everyone's favorite snack or worst nightmare, depending on your allergies, nuts. Airlines are starting to rethink the whole serving nuts thing, and it's not hard to see why. Delta Airlines is already letting passengers request a nut-free seating zone, and some airlines have stopped serving peanuts altogether. And last but not least, we've got the elephant in the room. Alcohol. Let's be real. Alcohol and airplanes don't always mix well. Airlines are starting to crack down on disruptive passenger behavior, and one of the ways they're doing that is by limiting alcohol consumption. United Airlines is already limiting passengers to 2 alcoholic drinks at a time, and Ryanair's CEO has publicly said he's all for a 2-drink maximum for an entire flight. So for now, you can still bring your plastic bottles, pack your peanuts, and enjoy a drink or two on most flights. But don't get too comfortable, because these are all items that could be facing new regulations in the very near future. All right, let's recap, because this was a lot of information. Here are the major takeaways you need to know before you step foot in an airport. First off, keep your shoes on. The barefoot ban is real, and it's not going anywhere. Second, if you're traveling with a furry friend, make sure they're a certified service animal, or be prepared to pay for their ticket. Third, don't even think about trying to board early. The shame, the alarm, it's not worth it. Fourth, check your ID right now. Make sure it's real ID compliant with that fancy gold star, or you're going to be stuck at the gate. Fifth, canceled flight, automatic refund. Know your rights and don't settle for a voucher. And finally, keep an eye on those plastic bottles, nuts, and alcoholic beverages. They might not be banned yet, but they're definitely on thin ice. So there you have it. Stay informed, follow the rules, and you'll be sure to have a smooth and stress-free flight. Oh, and one last thing. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any future travel tips or important updates.